Hey guys, it's Wenda here, and I'm here today to share with you guys the 12 lists that I make to organize my life. So lists are a great way to help you know what next action to take. So I like writing lists for almost everything because it just kind of takes the decision making out of it and just gets me straight into action and get straight to getting things done. So if you're like me and you like making lists, then keep reading to see what kind of lists would be the best to organize your life. So the very first list that I like to make are process lists or workflow lists. So process lists are things that you can systematize, streamline, things that you do on a repetitive basis. I like to list out step by step all of these steps to do a certain process. So for example, I have a blog post process list, creating YouTube videos, even cleaning. If you're having trouble with thinking of process lists for your life, just think about the things that you do on a repetitive basis. I bet you there's some way that you can systematize it and streamline it to make it more efficient for you, make it eliminate some steps that you probably don't even need, automate some of it to help you save time, or pass it on to someone else who can do it. So I like having process lists for doing just that. The second type of list I like to make are cleaning lists. So if you are like me and you kind of just do the bare minimum when it comes to cleaning, a cleaning list would be helpful in making sure that your house stays in tip-top shape. So I follow a bunch of cleaning lists that I've just gathered from a bunch of blog posts and ebooks and everything, and I kind of just made it to fit my home and my life. If you don't know where to start, I highly suggest you go to cleanmama.net. I'll list her blog below. She has printables and everything, and she has a schedule for you to follow and all that good stuff. Another site that's also great is Fly Lady. She has specific areas of the house which she lists out all the steps that you need to do to clean, like your bedroom or your bathroom or your kitchen. So I like having cleaning lists for that. And list number 3 is a weekly or monthly review checklist. I like having my weekly reviews every Friday. And I think without having a review, I wouldn't know what to do next. I wouldn't see if things were moving forward. I wouldn't learn from my past week. I'd probably forget a bunch of stuff. So having a weekly and monthly planning session, review session, really helps you to make sure that you're not forgetting anything. And the one I like to use is from GTD, the Getting Things Done book by David Allen. He walks you through the weekly review, and it looks really long, but it's just, kind of like making sure that you are checking everything off. Another one that is also great is from the Olden chapter. She has a free printable on her blog where she goes step by step on like monthly planning, quarterly planning, and weekly planning as well. So if you need a checklist, check out those 2 sites. I'll be linking them down below for you as well. The fourth list that I like to make are routine lists. So routine lists are, your morning routines, your evening routines, your after work routine or after dinner routine, just any routine that you want to get into the habit of doing every single day. So for me, like usually when I first started waking up early, like at 6 a.m., I would never know what to do with my time. So having a checklist of the actions that you need to take during those routine times will help you to make sure that you are having good habits, you're using your time productively, and you'll have something to follow. So for my morning routine, it's stuff like drink water, exercise, check my planner, and decide my top 3 for the day, and just like visualizing it, and then just getting straight to work, and also like the getting ready part as well. But yeah, so I have a morning routine, an after dinner routine, and a bedtime routine. If you go to my blog, you'll see more in detail what my routines look like. Okay, and the 5th list I like to make are schedule or time block lists. I like having a schedule for telling me what to do when, because my number one reason for procrastinating is because I never know what to do. So having an ideal schedule of what I should be doing on what day or at what time really helps me to stay on track and be productive. So you can have a schedule for cleaning, you can have a schedule for working, you can have a schedule for your workouts, stuff like that. So for example, for my workout schedule, I have Mondays are chest and biceps, and then on Tuesday, it's leg day, and then Wednesdays is abs and core workouts, and then Thursday is back and triceps, and then Friday finally is another leg day because that's what I want to focus on the most. So those are like areas of my body that I want to work out, so I scheduled a day to work out. And now when I see that list on the board, I'm like, oh, today's Monday, I need to work out on my chest and my biceps. So those are the workouts I'll find on YouTube. And I'll just do about 2 or 3 videos of those all on chest exercises. And one of the YouTube channels that I follow to do my workouts is called Kaboko Fitness. I love her workouts. They're just straight to the point, and they're not too hard for me yet because I'm pretty beginner status at working out. So I love having her channel, and I just do about 3 of her videos each day depending on what day it is. And now when I see my schedule, I know exactly what I need to be doing. I just get started on it right away. All right, and the 6th list I like to make to organize my life is packing lists. So if you are going on a trip and you don't want to forget anything, then you definitely need a packing list. It's also helpful to have your packing list for when you're leaving your destination, because the worst thing is if you forget your charger or your laptop charger, still plugged into the wall in your hotel room. So having a packing list, you can have it on your phone, you can have it in your planner, wherever you think is best, and you just use it when you don't want to forget a thing. So having a packing list really makes sure that you're not forgetting anything. And list number 7 is a list of journaling prompts. So for me, I never know what to write in my journal, but I know that journaling is very important, and I know that you can, learn a lot about yourself through journaling. So I've made it a habit to start journaling every morning and night. My morning journaling prompts would just be like, what do you need to focus on today? What are you grateful for? And stuff like that. And then my evening journaling would consist of like something that you were grateful for, what were your time wasters, and how can you improve it for tomorrow, how can you improve your day, stuff like that. Also, you can find journaling prompts all over Pinterest if you want to journal about something else, or maybe you want to journal about your kids, or maybe you want to journal about traveling, or whatever you want. There's a million of journaling prompts that you can find and use to put into your list. And list number 8 is a distractions list. So if you're working on a project and you have a million ideas popping up into your head, a distractions list will help you to stay focused on the project that you're doing and finish that first before you switch tasks and try to do that other thing that just popped up. So for example, say you're writing a blog post, and then you just remembered that you need to buy some batteries, and you keep forgetting to buy those batteries. Instead of going on Amazon and ordering batteries and then distracting you from your project at hand, you can just write it down really fast in your notebook and then just go straight back to your project that you're working on. So having a distractions list will help you to just stay focused, and then when you do have time, say you have a free hour in the afternoon, then you can look at that distractions list and be like, oh yeah, I need to buy those batteries, I need to do this, I need to make that phone call. So having a distractions list will help you to stay focused so that you can finish your project. All right, and list number 9 is an implementation intention list. So implementation intentions are just if-then statements to help you plan for obstacles. So I learned this from njlifehacks.com. It's Nils and Jonas. They talk about productivity and stuff on their blog, and I really love their website because they offer a lot of scientific proof, and it's like stuff that's kind of different from the typical productivity advice you hear out there. I learned implementations intentions from them. I know they didn't invent it, but that's where I learned it from. But yeah, implementation intentions are just if-then statements. So for example, if you want to get into the habit of drinking more water, you can say, if I walk into the kitchen before grabbing, a soda or juice or something, say you will drink a glass of water. So now every time you walk into the kitchen, you planned to drink water every time you walk into that kitchen. So now you're gonna remember that and just be aware of it, and then you're going to intentionally try to drink more water. So that's what implementation intentions are. So you can make a list for, all the things that you want to plan for. If you want to wake up early, you're not going to, hit the snooze. So if it's 5 a.m. and my alarm goes off, I will get up right away instead of snoozing it. So those are implementation intentions. All right, so list number 10 is a meal planning or a go-to meals list. So if you are constantly trying to think of what to eat for the day, and then you end up not choosing anything and going out to eat, then a meal planning or go-to meals list is essential for helping you save money, eat healthier, and just save you a lot of time. So I have a go-to meals section in my planner. It's just some of our favorite meals that we like to cook. So whenever we don't know what to cook, we just look in there. The one I use now is the Mealime app. It's a free app. The only thing that they charge for really is like the pro meals, but the free meals are also great. And what I do, since we like to shop twice a month only, I would just pick about 12 meals for 2 weeks, because we usually always are out of town during the weekends. So I only choose 12 meals for the week. And then it'll just generate a shopping list for us, and I just go shopping, and then we'll have all the ingredients we need to cook those 12 meals. And I just write the meals on our calendar or on a meal planning checklist schedule. And then, so having a meal planning list really helps you to save money and just eat healthier. Number 11 is a shopping list. So if you're going to Target and you don't have a shopping list, and then you buy like 100 things but forget that one thing that you needed, then you need to start having a shopping list with you. I have a shopping list on my phone, and just throughout the week I'll just tell my Google Home to add this to my list, add this, add that to my list. And then at the end of the week, I'll have a list of the things that I would tend to forget for my shopping list. I also like to categorize my shopping list. So I have one for Amazon purchases, I have one for Target, and I have one for grocery stores, and then another one for like other. So if that's like clothing or makeup, whatever. So I have shopping lists categorized by store, so that when I'm at that store, I can just look at that store's list and buy all the things that I needed. And then when you have a shopping list, you're saving money because you're not buying all those other stuff, and you're not making multiple trips to the stores all the time because you're forgetting what you needed. So having a shopping list is that. And then the last list I make to organize my life is a goals list. So in my notebook, I like to just have a list of my goals so that I can have a roadmap, a guide to help me see what I'm working towards. I just write all the stuff that I want to accomplish for the year, and then I also break it down into quarterly and monthly goals as well, so that I always know what I'm working on. So having a goals list will keep you on track. So those are the 12 lists I use to organize my life. I store them in my planner. Some of the checklists are just on my phone, but either way, I'll always have them, and I can always refer back to them when I need them. If I need them every week or every day, I can just check it off every week. The app that I use for my list is called Things 3. It's a Things app. It is one you need to pay for, but I love the simplicity of it, and I like that you can duplicate the list. Another one that you can use though is called TickTick or Todoist. So definitely check those apps out if you want to add some of these lists into your program. Alright, so thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.